All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Unfortunately, not a great night. Not a great night whatsoever. The good news is the Bulls are a heavy favorite to make the Eastern Conference Finals about a quarter way through the season. So keep that in mind. We're also without Jalen Green. We're also without Jae'Sean Tate. It's going to be okay. But we do have some things that we need to address in today's video. So before we get into it, if you guys enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all, man. We're about 75 subscribers away from 100 on December 9th. So about 11 days ago, I had about 700 subscribers. And I told you guys I was going to make 100 videos from then until the end of the month to get this account monetized, to see the progress, just to show you guys anything is possible. We've gotten over 30,000 views and over 200 subscribers, and we still have 10 days left. So thank you guys so much for real. I just wanted to get a chunk of that in there because you guys are changing my life. So the Rockets tonight, man, I have a couple of statements. Who the fuck am I to say that? I have a couple of comments from tonight's game. First off, I mean, the future is very bright, man. I feel like I say that every video, but it's just so true, man. Like having a guy like Armoni Brooks, having guys like Jae'Sean Tate, KJ Martin Jr., like they're just fun. And even you had like statistically, I'm actually looking at Sengun's statistics tonight. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from downtown, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. You look at that and you're actually thinking, that's not that bad. The bad news is Sengun had 5 turnovers. He did have 3 fouls. Now he had, first off, that pass, what was it? I think it was this way. He went around a defender, brings that ball back, bounce past Christian Wood, dunk. That was awesome. But Sengun, and this is what I've been trying to say in the last couple of weeks when he's been playing really good, is I love Sengun. Like he has a bright future in the NBA, but I'm not in a rush to put this man in the starting lineup. I'm not in any rush whatsoever. He's got kinks he needs to work out. Defensively, it's a little inconsistent as well. So I want him to figure these out around the trade deadline. If it makes sense to start him, I'm all for it. Another quick statement just on the Rockets in general tonight. Silas's rotations were really confusing to me. I don't understand. Like we went 8 minutes into the fourth quarter before we subbed in guys like Usman Garuba and Trevelin Queen. Now I streamed the game on the main channel tonight, and I was kind of mentioning Silas might be kind of testing out a possible starting lineup for the future, but still, I don't really view that as likely. So basically, you had all the starters in there except for, who was it? Who was the odd man out? I think it was Armoni Brooks. You had like Tate, Gordon, and Wood in there playing with Sengun. So I don't remember who exactly was the odd man out of that, but like we're down like 25 points, clearly not coming back. I don't want to risk any injuries, anything like that. And we have the starters out there with help from Sengun. So I was just kind of confused with that. It was cool to see Trevelin Queen, and it was cool to see Usman Garuba play, but they only played like a little over 3 minutes, I think. I think they surpassed the 3:30 mark, so they rounded it up, gave him 4 minutes. But Trevelin, I mean, he had a nice little jump shot there tonight. He scored a nice little bucket there. But this Rockets team, man, defensively, they got issues. And, a lot of the issues, it seems more like a year thing. I don't think we're going to have major defensive issues long term, but I say this all the time. I mean, Christian Wood had a good game tonight, man. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 8 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. Did this just... Geez, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell that was. But anyways, Christian Wood, I mean, he was aggressive in the first half. I feel like he kind of drifted, declined as far as aggressiveness goes in the second half. The good news is, I mean, the game was pretty much over. It was kind of over right out of the get-go. I mean, the first quarter score was only 9 points, but going into halftime, it was like 19-point game. So that's kind of a big thing with Christian Wood is when I pair together all of his negative traits, it makes me think. It really makes me think. So, I'm not in a rush to trade Christian Wood. I don't even really want to trade Christian Wood, but I hope he figures his act out tonight, man. 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight, which he's probably happy about. That's over his season average. That, I think the math of that is like 69%, 67%. That's higher than his season average. That is not good. I want to see 20 and 10 Christian Wood like I did tonight. That's what I want to see on a consistent basis. But Christian Wood, I mean, like I say this all the time, he's built like a fucking stick. He's built like his last name, a piece of stick, bro. And just mentality-wise, like, I know he wants to be in Houston, but he has all these complaints whenever something doesn't go his way. And I feel like once the game appears out of hand, which it never really is, because, I mean, the Rockets scored 44 points just last week against the Hawks in the fourth quarter. I don't know. It's just like I view Christian Wood kind of like Anthony Davis. Like, he's a diva, but he doesn't have a ring. So I don't know. It's a weird situation. I just kind of want to vocalize these because I'm still very high on Christian Wood, and I'm hoping that this is just kind of like a one-time thing where I had this, like, I don't even know what you want to call it, like, not an epiphany, but like I have this, I can't think of the word. I'm not great with vocabulary. Opinion, I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping Christian Wood, we can just, because if he's going 23 and 11, I can live with everything else. Like, if his season averages were 23 and 11, whatever his negatives, they don't outweigh the pros. Right now, I feel like the negatives are, the cons are outweighing the pros right now, and it's not great. But if he can get back to consistency, then we're talking here. Then we're talking. Moving onwards, Eric Gordon, 10 points, 6 assists. I mean, he got clamped up, absolutely clamped up tonight. I don't even really want to talk about that. That's why I hate the fact that Eric Gordon's starting. But hopefully, once Jalen Green and KPJ come back, hopefully the starting lineup is this: KPJ, Jalen Green, Garrison Matthews, Jae'Sean Tate, and Christian Wood. We'll talk about Jae'Sean here in a second, but I mean, Eric Gordon's a bench player. I mean, he's a bench player, and I'm not saying skill-wise he's a bench player. I'm just saying he's more suited for the bench, in my opinion. Yeah, he'll have a lot of good games, like in the starting lineup, but he's, relatively inconsistent, and I would like for him to have a bigger role on the bench where he's not taking only 6 shots. He's taking more than 6 shots. He's getting, more than 10 points in the game. So, I just think he's better off on the bench, but I'm hoping Silas knows that as well, and he's just running Eric Gordon in the starting lineup to give him a better chance to win more basketball games. Moving on, Jae'Sean Tate. I mean, good stat line, 7 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 downtown, missed 2 free throws, 1 of 3, not good. 5 rebounds, though, 6 assists, and 16 points. Jae'Sean Tate, especially defensively, is good, but it was so funny, man. I think it was the third quarter. I think it was late third quarter where Jae'Sean Tate went right at Nikola Vucevic 3 straight possessions and scored 3 straight layups. Like, I'm talking literally one-on-one, backing him up in the paint, in the post, and scoring on Vucevic. Now, Vucevic isn't like the best defender, but he's certainly average. He's probably a little above average. I mean, he's fully capable. So I love Jae'Sean Tate, but you could tell at various moments in tonight's game, and we'll probably start to see this a lot more as teams start scouting the Houston Rockets, because, I mean, they just won 7 straight games. They're 10 and 21. That's not even that bad. But what I've realized are teams, they treat him like Russell Westbrook. They don't give a fuck if he shoots a 3. They don't care if he's wide open for 3. They care when he starts drifting inside the arc. So, food for thought. I don't think we have a Jae'Sean Tate problem. If we had a Jae'Sean Tate starting problem, I would throw him on the bench for the rest of the season and just let him run point guard. Let him run point forward. I feel like he's fully capable of that. I do like DJ Augustine, so maybe that's more of a, when you trade DJ, if there's starting lineup issues, maybe you'll go with that. But the three-point shooting is an issue when it's not falling. He was 42% through the last 10, so we're still hoping, and he's still on the upward direction right now. So outside of that, I mean, J-Gup had a good game, 10 points. I mean, there really wasn't much. Armani Brooks, I really liked Armani Brooks' game style tonight. 4 assists, 2 steals, along with 6 of 13 shooting, 3 of 9 from downtown, 15 points. Armani's cementing himself as a valuable role player as well, whereas you look at the beginning of the season, this man was never playing. So that's really it for today, man. I don't have too many comments. I'll probably post like several videos tomorrow. I got a little bit of a slower day, but I mean, that's really it, man. I hate making recaps sometimes when we lose like that because it sucks. You know, it really sucks. But it's the Chicago Bulls, man. They're a good team. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you do. Sorry, I don't think I'm going to edit this video. It's already like almost midnight and I got to go to bed. So we'll be back at it with tomorrow. I hope you guys have been enjoying the new edits. I got usually a background music stuff showing, and I'm just trying to experiment with a bunch of stuff now that I'm home on break. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button. Hit that sub button. I'll see you guys tomorrow.